Shalom to all my brothers and sisters. I just wanted to share my thoughts. I got a couple questions, and I get this a lot. They ask, when I talk about going beyond the Torah and living the Torah and going beyond, not beyond what is written, but to live the Torah, what exactly does that mean? Let me put it in context. For example, when it says, "You clothe the naked as I clothe the naked. You feed the hungry as I feed the hungry. Take care of the widow. Take care of the orphan." What does this all literally mean? Does this mean put money in a tip jar? I believe that Yehovah is being very, very forward in his statements in the Torah that he wants you to physically do these things. So for example, if you want the heavens to open up and be a blessing, don't just put money in a jar. Go to Walmart, as I've done. Go to Walmart, buy some blankets, and go find some cold people and put blankets on them. Volunteer. Do the Big Brother program. I'm thinking about doing that myself. I really want to do that because I was thinking to myself recently, how can I help the orphans? I have donated before many times, but I want to physically be able to help the orphans, the ones who don't have families, who never get adopted. They're 12, 13, 14 years old. They're in the adoption agencies. As soon as they turn 18, they got to be released. And most of them become homeless. They end up being some of the homeless people you see on the streets. So do that. Be a big brother. Volunteer your time in the physical earth, in the physicalness of helping. Do it. Put a blanket on a cold person. Feed someone. Encourage someone. Listen. Help the orphan. The ones who will never get adopted. Most of the children that get adopted are young babies to very little toddlers. When they become 7 years old, people a lot of times don't want to adopt kids that are 6, 7 years old. So a lot of times they'll just be going from house to house to house, never having a home, and end up being homeless. This is sad. We're supposed to be doing something about this. This is what I mean by living the Torah. This is why Elohim got sick to his stomach with all the rituals. This is what a lot of Karaites are doing, who think they're big shots, who want to show off that they got documented and keeping the Torah, but they're not lifting a finger to help the strangers, those who joined Israel, like I did 15 years ago, and others who just want to learn. They don't welcome them. They don't treat them good. We have to change this because Isaiah 1 is speaking about Israel when Elohim was screaming at Israel. Like I say in many of my videos, anybody can live a quote-unquote Torah life. It's not impressive. Christians keep the Torah. Cult members keep a Torah. Anybody can keep the mitzvot of the Torah. That doesn't make you special. It doesn't set you apart. You want to set yourself apart? Live the Torah. Breathe the Torah. What about the widows? The ones who lost their husbands? By whatever means, they're living on their own with their children and are struggling to get by. We're supposed to reach out to them. We're supposed to do something about it. So it's not just keeping the traditions, the mitzvot. It's not just about that. If that's what it's all about, your Torah observance is in vain. That's not my opinion. That's the opinion of Elohim. So don't fail yourself to Elohim the Creator. Live the Torah. Give to the homeless. Put a blanket on a freezing daughter or son of Elohim on the streets who's shivering in the cold. Give him something to eat. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Take your shirt off. Give it to someone who's freezing. This is what living the Torah means. Anybody can keep mitzvot. Anybody can keep the mitzvot of the Torah and live an empty existence within their little community or cliques. What matters is going beyond just keeping the rituals, but living the Torah, believing that it's real. It's not just traditions and mitzvot. It's reality. Making this earth a better place. That's what the Torah was meant to do. If everybody lived, not kept the Torah, but lived the Torah, the earth would start being a better place. That's what the Messianic age is going to bring about. When the earth comes together to follow the true meaning of keeping the Torah, the holy words of Yehovah, following it the way it should be. Not this man-made perversion of the Torah, even among the Karaites, who only care about documentation and man-made approval instead of what the Torah teaches about conversions. It's a wicked and vile system that's being held to this day. Things need to change. That's what I'm doing on my part. I'm reaching out. I'm doing my part. So you got to do your part. Live the Torah. Not just keeping it. Live it. Shalom.